first time yun. Alright. So, ako mo makita ma'am sa video. Nothing? Okay. So anyway, I would like to welcome you to this presentation, and what we will be doing, two parts siya. One, I will take care of presenting the product and what we are basically sharing to people. Ang first part is really education. Unsa maning produktuha, ngano nga ako man siyang inasabuwag ang balita sa tibuok kalibutan. Okay? So, ang akong story ay, my name is Carol, and I was introduced to this product last year. Okay? Ako by nature, whatever is healthy out there that people share, suway ko. Kaya naman kita ma-healthy ka, di ba? Health is wealth, mga kuno. So, anyway, so people already know na natin produktong bago na i-introduce ako din suwayan. So, a friend of mine sent me a link to a video that I will be showing you. And when I saw the video, it blew my mind. Nakaiwan yung ko nga, if what this guy is saying is true, okay, this is it. Kumbaga, in my thoughts ba, kasi sa una man po, whenever I try a product, my mindset is that na ay mas guwapo, na ay mas maayo kung magawas next month. Kaya mo ko dahil pag produkto ma-discovery, dahil may ingon nga, mas maayo beauty, pinaka-beauty, the best beauty. So, pipigin na ay the best. When I saw the product, I said, wag na gawin mo na pa ani. If what this guy is saying is true. So, I did my research. I did my due diligence. I downloaded all the videos. Even before I met Eli, I already had all the videos on my own research. And I also said to myself, I was very sure that this is a game-changing good product. It's a category of its own. Dili mo siya magkumpara sa ubang mga sa ubang mga food supplements out there. It's not eitherly. It's way above. Ito niingon ganihan ni Eli, he showed you in his slide, it's in a different category. It's not a food supplement, it's a nerve to activator. That's the only one in that category pa lang. If I would shortcut it, at the time, 20 years ago, was it 20 years ago? When everyone was using the pagers and beepers, if you are as old as I am, or as young looking, but old, okay, na ito mga easy call, pocket bell, di ba? O wala pa ito yung mga cell phones. And then when cell phones came in, nawagtang ang mga pocket bell o mga easy call. I worked for a year with easy call. They're not around anymore. Okay, why? There's a smarter way of communicating. Cell phone. This is the product that we have. When everybody out there will know about NRF2 activation. This is what it is. It's a NRF2 activator. It's not an antioxidant. Antioxidant is the category here. NRF2 activation is above antioxidants. The smarter way. If everybody would just understand what this product does, we are going to put the antioxidant business out of business. Inani siya kagrabe. Okay? So anyway, so I did the research and then I tried the product myself. And I liked how I felt. And so I have been advocating this. I have been telling people about it. One, because I like people, I like my relatives, my friends to be healthy, and I'd like everyone to be healthy. At the same time, because I looked at the business plan, the compensation plan attached to it, and I also liked what I saw, because I have seen the business plans of all the other multi-level marketing companies out there, and I said, in this business, you really can claim financial freedom. It will not take you years, 10 years to build the network. It will take you siguro 2 years to build a really good network, but 2 years in our days now is so fast. No? Time flies so fast. And if you just focus and just keep on doing it, there's no reason why you will not succeed. Anyway, I will shortcut my presentation. Okay, house rules. So all of us have dreams, no? Now tayo mga damgutanan. And for us to reach our dreams, sa halip na magkaabot, pinaghatig mga babag. Okay? Atong kaugalingon, society, and then especially in this business now, I'd like to again say, we have been programmed. I believe that these seminars are meant to change mindsets, change behavior. Because how many of you are working? Trabaho, work, salary people. Okay, we're all working. We have been programmed when we were in school. Gamay pata, bata pa to. We have been programmed. Hindi ka humani mong eskwela, makatrabaho ka. We have been programmed to be employees. We were not programmed to be successful businessmen or mga investors. Our frame of mind, our programming was trabaho, 8 to 5 na trabaho. So when you graduate from college, trabaho. Trabaho for other people. What we were not told, we were not trained to work for ourselves. This is the industry of the future that we are telling you now through a product, using the product as a tool, okay, with a company that is so amazing. So anyway, here, I'm telling you about why is that the intro? Because in life, na maging magpagsuway, no? O give up dahil ta, kausap pag ika na napalpak mo, give up dahil ta, we will never achieve our dreams. Okay, dali naman ka na give up, no? So here in this business, you should not quit. Okay, so here are famous people who did not quit. Okay, this is Oprah, you all know her, she's very famous. Her first job as a news anchor, you find out siya, nagtito na siya now. Okay, pero wala siya will give up now, the whole world knows her, she's the queen of talk. Also, can you see, okay, Thomas Alva Edison, who invented the light bulb. When he was experimenting this, he failed thousands of times. But he did not stop. Now we have the light bulb, thanks to him. Walt Disney, okay, his idea of a dream of a theme park, he wasn't successful the first time. Okay, it was trashed 302 times. If he gave up too soon, wala agad tayo buawon ng Disneyland. Okay? And Walt Disney, this guy said, if you can dream it, you can do it. Okay? Sky is the limit, basta ang tao lang ko. Okay, so this guy, Henry Ford, he invented the automobile. Siya ibintuan niya. He did not invent this one-time successful dahil kadaghan siya ni palpa. But he did not give up. Okay? And Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone. He did not also succeed the first time. He made palpa several times, but he was able to do it. And Marie Curie invented the radio. And you also have Orville Wright. This is now history. He invented the airplane. Wala ang tatay jumbo jet karon. Okay? Hindi na makaadto mga lain lugar if not for his invention. Now, what do these people have in common? They're all awardees of the Elliott Cresson. Ini Elliott Cresson na medal, muna siya pinaka-prestigious na science award in the world. Very prestigious. Not every year people receive this award. And those people, those four I mentioned, are among the 259 in the whole world in science na awardan ana. Apit pa ana si Louis Pasteur. Is the name familiar? Louis Pasteur, he's the scientist who discovered kanang pasteurization. Amo na giname after him. Because kanang mo pasteurize a cheese, it was actually named after him. Okay. apin siya ang awardee. Okay? Elliot Cresson Award. So why am I talking of Louis Pasteur and the pasteurization? Because, okay, sample na siya sa award, ha? There, Orville Wright. This is his certificate. Epoch making. So kinahanglan natin na-discover na grabe yun to the max highest level para tagaan ka ani nga award. Okay? So, kini siya, he was also awarded the same medal, and his name is Dr. Joseph McCord. And he got the award in 1997. The Elliot Cresson Award started to be given out in 1875 in Cebu, the very first medal, 1875. And he was given the award in 1997. Who is he? Okay? He discovered the enzyme SOD. Okay? And because of that discovery, the enzyme, it's measured in McCord units after him. But we had in Louis Pasteur, the pasteurization process is named also after him. So in heavy ang kanang award. Because of this award, he's also called the father of free radical biology. Okay? Now, what is so significant about SOD? And anyway, okay, background sa all of this. Hindi na ko basahon usa-usa kay graphic. This is his background. These are his awards, distinguishing in our resume, kini mga awards, Elliot Cresson Discovery Award, Lifetime Achievement, Nobel Prize. So, unsa man na-discover ng SOD? Enzyme na siya in our cells. Okay, he saw this enzyme, yet the function of that enzyme was hooked doon niya, i-neutralize ang one kind of free radicals. Our bodies, you all have heard of the term free radicals, right? Okay, in our bodies, daghan din klaseng free radical. Ang pinakakuyaw, ang pinaka-deadly, ang gitawag superoxide na free radical. Nakatong enzyme na na-discover ni Dr. Joe McCord, ang gukto niya nga free radical, ang katong pinakakuyaw. Okay? Nang inigukod niya, inidakot niya sa katong free radical, ang process by which he would able to neutralize ang harmful effect of that free radical. The process is called dismutation. Mauna nga, the enzyme was named superoxide dismutase because it runs after a superoxide and dismutases it. Okay? So wala siya ang history sa SOD. Now, why are we talking about SOD in the first place? So what? SOD is one of the reasons why we are alive. Okay? It keeps our bodies healthy. It protects our cells from damage. Okay? So, how important is our health? When we're talking of SOD, what's ang importante ang atong health? Okay? Health brings a freedom very few realize until they no longer have it. And the things you take for granted someone else is praying for. You know what? I saw a video yesterday of a girl who was born without hands. Yan, kamot utog din. Siya katupot, okay? She was born with that. And then this saying came to mind. Nga, we take for granted our hands. When that lady was praying that makakamot unta siya. So her friends actually gave her a gift. They gave her a bionic hand. A hand nga mo, kanang muana dyan pa. Okay? So anyway, we might not have putol nga kamot, but sometimes we cannot anymore grip kay dirayuman na tawag arthritis. Okay? So we take that for granted. We take the ability to grasp something for granted. Okay? How do we ensure that we stay healthy? Naiingon, the doctor of the future will no longer treat the human frame with drugs, but rather will cure and prevent disease with nutrition. It was Thomas Alva Edison, the inventor of the light bulb, who said this. Now, for him to say this, now he lived 100 years ago. And for him to say this, the future kuno. More about ironic, kay ang future ba ya, if you look around, wala na natin makita healthy pa, no? Everything is so instant. We have fast foods, that's bad for us. Okay, we have instant coffee, instant noodles, all of the instant. We have technology na grabe makadaot. Now, how can this be true? Okay, but that's true. Nutrition. We need to eat healthy food. In the olden times, in the Garden of Eden, if you remember, when the Lord made the Garden of Eden, He filled it with all the fruit-bearing trees. Okay, all the herbs na very healthy. He said, eat from any of those. Wala po ito mauso ang ihaw o baboy. Pag ito'y lechon sa unang panahon, people were so healthy. They lived up to 969 years old, and they were just eating plants. Kanang vegetation. Pag ito sa'y kaunay karne. Okay? Now, that means nutrition is in plants. Okay, but how can we get nutrition in plants karon? Now, for now, that's why pangayumata, kasi yung mahumpa, lechon, okay? Now, our body is the most priceless possession, and I like the saying, those who think they have no time for healthy eating will sooner or later have to find time for illness. You need to take care of your bodies now. Okay? So sad, I have a classmate, I visited her yesterday, a classmate in high school. Parehas na kong edad. She now has cancer of the lungs, end stage. Okay? At I offered her Protandim. Hindi naman siya mag-chemo, kaya metastasize naman. Okay? So, wala kasi mawa ni mo take Protandim. I didn't say it's gonna cure her. I said it might be able to help you prolong your life. You know, if it succeeds with God's intervention, praise God. No, but we have to take care of our health while we are still healthy. Prevent it from being stressed from free radical damage before it's too late. Manabatay ingon, an ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure. Alright? So, ang pangutana ron, how healthy are you? You might look healthy on the outside. How healthy are your cells inside? Okay? Biologically, how healthy are you? What is the most important thing that you can do for your health? Now, I'd like to show you the video that I saw. Now, I used to work for ABS-CBN, and I know that if something is presented, is shown out there, that's coming from the news team, dili ka ng mga for life, ng mga drama-drama, news and public affairs. Okay? If it's news, duha rin ang reason. One, it's a scam and they want to warn you. Or two, it's true and they want to tell the public about it para maka-benefit ka. And this show that I saw was a news and public affairs na program. The guy, the investigative reporter, you call him an investigative reporter, John Quiñones, is like our Mike Enriquez. Okay? He heard of a product that claimed to slow down the aging process, scientifically proven with kuno. Okay? So, managyan imbestigar. And what he saw is what we're going to see. Iyan ang published. And the version that I saw, technically this is a medley, sumpay ng mga editions, but the version I saw, the longer one, at the end of that, he said, for more information, go to abc.com. So for him to put the network's name out there, it must be legit. Diba? Kaya ang good. For more information about this. And siya mismo, i-experimentuhan. Okay? So what you will see now is an edited version of the several releases of the different news TV networks. Wa ka na din ma-appeal ang PBS, itong Healing Quest na show, but it's NBC, ABC, o kanang uban pa ng mga shows na i-feature ang product. Okay?
Pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. As I found out firsthand, there may be a way to erase years, at least inside my body. Granted, it's down the road, but some scientists are wondering if a new pill I took might offer a very long life.
It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment, a kind of guinea pig,
Okay.
I'm here at the University of Colorado in Denver to meet Dr. Joe McCord, a world-renowned scientist.
This is a pretty exciting stuff you found, huh?
It is. We're very excited about it.
His latest research could very well unravel the mystery of aging itself. And his decades of experiments may have the potential of adding years to people's lives and possibly prevent chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It all centers around the small yellow pill, and for me, it begins with a blood test.
It wouldn't be the first time I've given blood to this company.
They want to check my levels of something called T-bars, which is a rough indicator of a person's actual age. T-bars can identify a condition known as oxidative stress, a kind of measure of the wear and tear on our bodies. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing.
Bad for the body,
Leading to disease.
leading to disease and leading to malfunction, and importantly, leading to what we call aging. It is a slow progression of increasing oxidative stress. That's the main characteristic biochemically of the aging process.
The problem of aging begins with the very food we eat to give us energy. As our cells burn that food, they also release toxic chemicals. Those chemicals, you may know them as free radicals, react with all the components of our cells, literally bombarding them millions of times per second, damaging all our cells. The result? Oxidative stress. We all have it. The body fights back with a system of defenses. It makes two antioxidant enzymes, catalase and SOD, whose job is to gobble up the free radicals before they can harm our cells.
So, Doctor, how often do I take these?
And so, here I go. With that swallow, I've just become part of a potentially landmark scientific experiment.
Unbig that.
It's called Protandim, and tests on both mice and humans have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us.
Right now, all we know is that this preparation decreases oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is not a disease, just like aging is not in itself a disease, but it's something that accompanies and is attached to many disease processes. So you can see the age-related.
Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age. But in Dr. McCord's tests, taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old.
They all are reduced to the level of oxidative stress that one would expect, frankly, in a needle for a very young child.
High oxidative stress is associated with more than aging. It's been linked to hundreds of illnesses.
It's at the very center of many diseases: liver disease, diabetes, emphysema, asthma. I've studied all of these: strokes, heart attacks.
Even mental disease.
Yes,
Depression?
Alzheimer's disease, depression.
Dr. James Krako with the National Jewish Medical Center in Denver is also researching Protandim for the company. But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. Dr. McCord calculates the numbers. The result, my level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically.
45%, that's excellent.
Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after.
Which, if extrapolated back, is the level you would see in a newborn baby.
Would you suggest that I keep taking this supplement?
I would. I can't guarantee it's going to extend your life. I can't guarantee it's going to eliminate any diseases or cure any diseases.
But we do know that oxidative stress is part of those disease processes. I don't want to wait until I'm 80 years old and find out that I should have taken it.
The company that makes Protandim says its tests show the pill, made from ingredients used for centuries, is absolutely safe. But because it's being sold as a nutritional supplement and not a drug, Protandim does not need FDA approval for safety.
It's the little yellow pill that scientists say could eliminate chronic diseases and help you live well into your hundreds. Ybanez has been taking Protandim for 2 weeks now and tells Extra.
I am sleeping better. I feel a lot better, and also energized when I do wake up.
You know, as a patient advocate, I stumbled upon almost 3 years ago. Someone introduced me to Protandim. I just looked at the research and figured out, hey, wait a minute. I have to take 360 oranges in one day to get the same effect in one pill. So, antioxidants, these are still good, right?
Oh, not only are they good, but we breathe a whole new life into this topic. We now know that you can actually boost your own body's defenses without even just taking vitamin C, by eating lots of colorful fruits and vegetables. But there's also a new supplement on the market called Protandim that is made from an extract of herbs that actually upregulates and boosts your natural manufacturing of antioxidant enzymes. So this is going to reduce those harmful free radicals, reduce some of that cell damage associated with disease, and this is a double thumbs up.
How do you find the energy to keep doing it night after night? We get a lot of comments, so people have been emailing me and saying they love how you look, like you're ageless. It's incredible.
I have a secret.
What is your secret?
I have a secret formula. And it's a company called LifeVantage. They came up with a product called Protandim. Now, what causes the aging process is free radicals in our body, oxidative stress. This Protandim stuff, I've been taking it for 2 years.
You have it on the table right now.
Clinically proven to slow the aging process down. It reduces the oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days. So I tested it, and it works. And the nice thing, it's not pharmaceutical. It's real food.
I'm going to have to give it a try.
Okay, so there, that was the video I saw, and after that, I did my research. I went to, of course, YouTube, downloaded testimonials of what people felt using the product, and I went to PubMed.com, you will see it later. So anyway, they were talking about oxidative stress. Now, the thesis of Dr. Joe McCord in college was about oxidative stress. That's why he was called the father of free radical biology. Because what causes oxidative stress is free radical damage. Now, if your cell, oxidative stress is the cause of aging and disease. It's like itawag ka ng brand new na auto. Kung brand new pa ang auto, di ba kusubulakan? Madugay na ang auto kayaon, magkapalya-palya na. Mga pa ng tao, okay? Ang tao, hindi ka, when we're born into this world, we're so healthy. Ang kita mga bata, di ba ito nakapuyan? Kita lobat na mga bata na makampak pa, okay? Because when they're born, their enzymes are very active. It's able to fight free radicals. Now, as you grow older, when you reach 20, these enzymes start to sleep, okay? Natulog na siya. So, you need to do something to be able to fight the free radicals na nag-damage sa imong cells kada adlaw. That's why we were told, take antioxidants. Mauna siya nga, i-boom na siya ang antioxidant industry because of the term oxidative stress or oxidation. Antioxidant oxidation. However, what we did not know, only until now, is our body's DI has the ability to really fight radical damage without even taking antioxidants. Because when you take it, lain ang effect. Although we're not saying it's bad. Taking antioxidants is really good. That's why you're told to eat healthy. Okay? However, healthy food that you take in is not enough. It's not doing the job. Okay? So anyway, if your cell is healthy, muna itsura. When it's attacked by free radicals, okay, muna free radicals, kita mo sa katong drawing kanina, muna gawas mamunot ang inyong cells. Muna nga, when we grow older, we start to wrinkle, okay? Atong skin, mudaot na because damage naman siya, okay? Muna gitawag aging. So, free radicals are like rubbers which are deficient in energy. So, free radicals attack our cells because they snatch out the energy from our cells. Muna halili kakapuyon, wala kay energy, iwa naman, snatch naman sa free radical ang atuang energy. What's that? Where do we get that energy? Okay? When you eat food, the process by which the body turns the food into energy, it produces also free radicals. Okay? So, what is siya? Free radical damage or oxidative stress is actually the root cause, the core of all of these diseases. Heart, skin, kidney, name it, o sa mga sakit. If you check PubMed.gov here, which is National Institute of Health website in the States, there are now about 131,000 published articles or citations on oxidative stress. All the sakit, if you will trace the cause is oxidative stress. Taas ka cholesterol, taas kay kaog free radical damage in your cells. Okay? So, in other words, our main problem why we grow old fast, why we get sick, is oxidative stress. It's linked to over 200 diseases. This is no longer something to be argued about. Naghanap studies about this. So, ganito itong apple, before you got an apple, kung imong ipabiya niya for a while, kung brown siya, mao na siyang itawag oxidation. Our bodies also go through that process because it's attacked by free radicals. Nasabtan? So you might say, since we live in this world, whatever we do, we have free radical damage. So, ano ba yung paglaong pag-asa? Thank God for the discovery of Protandim actually is the brand name of the product that we are taking. But it's what the product does that helps us actually, and I'll explain later. The product reduces oxidative stress, scientifically proven. No doubt about it. It's not something that taghap lang. Okay, it's scientifically proven. Now, what does it do? It's very effective. Now, Protandim contains a synergy of extracts from natural herbs, all plant. Okay? Known to scientists as NRF2 activators. There are four sa homeopathic pa na term, Ayurvedic. Okay? It's an activator. Okay? NRF2 is a powerful protein that is within each cell in the body. Okay? That's unable to move or operate until it is used as an activator. All our cells have that protein, called NRF2. Di na siya muliho kung may activate ana. When that is activated, that NRF2 now will signal your body's genes to produce its own enzymes. Our bodies are programmed to produce our own enzymes. They just need to be activated. Now, these enzymes that our bodies, our cells produce, not the enzymes that we take, not the antioxidants that we take, but enzymes within our cells, actually fight free radicals 1 million per second every second. It's not 1:1. Our bodies produces minimum of 300 sextillion. This number is sextillion. This is million, billion, trillion, quadrillion, quintillion, sextillion. Why? Kadakuha ng numero. We are made of trillions of cells. So there's the million, billion, trillion. We are made of trillions of cells. And in each of those trillions of cells, it produces millions of free radicals in the cell. Okay? Millions. So million times trillion equals sextillion. Kada adlaw. Now, that is a huge number. So if you were to compare it, muna ko forest fire, nagdilaab. And then, inom ni mo og vitamin C, vitamin A, murara ko nung pag nagyapog o sa kabasong tubig sa forest fire. True, you are fighting the fire na giyabaan sa tubig. Ang harakutob, gadilaab lang yun siya, wa effect pa. Gadilaab lang yun. The next day, tugangan na puglain na pug na forest fire mo na nga, mga sakit pa. The stress is there. Now, what Protandim does is different. Protandim activates your own enzymes in your cells. One enzyme here kills 1 million free radicals every second per second. It does not stop. Unlike when you take direct antioxidants nga ang iyang away is 1:1. Mura magbubat pa, usa ka molecule of free radical, one free radical, away yun sa one molecule of antioxidant kunya human na. But you are not taking 300 sextillion molecules of antioxidants a day. Taking, okay? You are not. Alright, so Protandim also increases gluta in the body. You are all familiar with the term glutathione. This is very popular. People even magpa-inject of gluta. Kaya gusto mo puti. We know that gluta is a very important enzyme in the body. Antioxidant na siya that protects us from diseases such as cancer. So people who have cancer, most of them have very low glutathione. Very low. Wala siya, away na sila, makadabog na ang cancer cells. They also protect it from heart disease, infections caused by viruses, bacteria. Now, you might say, alam, inom ko gluta para maka-fight na ako ang mga cells sa cancer. That's not the answer. Gluta is a very big molecule. It cannot, if you take it, it cannot enter your cells. Kaya gamay naman ka ng cell. Mas dako ang molecule sa gluta kaysa sa inyong cell. Okay? So anyway, your cells produces its own gluta. Ayaw mo kahadlok.